mo to the, E to the, mo to the, E to the. By far one of my favorite theme songs of all time. It's not even close. Like what? Brandy should have put down an album like low K. It's me. Hey. I guess my best friend's always on my mind. You gotta be there, come on. You gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta move on. Mo to the, E to the, MOESHA. Anyway, I'm sorry I had to get that out of my system. So we're here, MOESHA, season 4, episode 6. I know what you did in 3rd grade. A very spooky episode. So we start off with the crew, MOESHA, Hakeem. Before we get to that, let's get to the very, very beginning. Hakeem and Kim. What we doing? Like, what we doing? Y'all little touchy-feely, huh? What we do. But yeah, we started the episode with Hakeem, Nisi, Kim, and MOESHA in the den as Andell asked the crew, have you heard of a guy by the name of Devon Stamps? And they all automatically scatter and just go away. And I'm like, oh shit. So we're now at MOESHA's house as the crew are in MOESHA's room. They're moving all scary and afraid to where MOESHA opens the closet and out pops up Miles. Miles, who is the little brother of MOESHA, always being told, go to your room. And I love Miles here. MOESHA's like, what are you doing here? And Miles like, would you believe I lost my contact? Like, I love the delivery of how he delivered that line. Like, would you believe I lost my contact? So Miles scatters on. And now Nisi's like, what's going on? Like, Hakeem not even hungry. He don't want the leftovers from the den. Like, tell me what's up. Like, I got 8 brothers and sisters. What's up? So they're like, all right, we tell you what's going on. So MOESHA gives the story of MOESHA, Kim, and Hakeem in 3rd grade try to pull a prank on a substitute teacher, Miss LeCount. And as they get finished, who walks in but Devon Stamps, who was a man among boys and girls. Let's just say he probably got held back a time or two. And Devon is looking at MOESHA, Hakeem, and Kim real suspicious. And eventually the substitute teacher comes into the room, opens the desk drawer and pops up a fake rubber rat, which scares the teacher, which I'm like, how did they rig for the rat to pop up like that? It like popped up like a Rey Mysterio entrance. And so now she's laid out. She ain't getting up. She like life alert. Like she need life alert. Like, help! I'm falling, I can't get up. So now it gets all serious to where she actually needs to get structured out to an ambulance and go to the hospital. Yet Devon's still laughing, still joking and kikiing, to where the principal walks in, sees Devon laughing, and thinks that he's the one that did the prank. Now, of course, MOESHA, Hakeem, and Kim keeping on the hush-hush, don't say a word. Keep the light light! Keep the light light! Come on! So now, Devon is in trouble. You done sent a substitute teacher to the hospital? Forget scared straight. They're sending you straight to jail. But meanwhile, before Devon leaves, handcuffed by the teacher, he looks directly at Kim, Hakeem, and MOESHA and says, I'm gonna get y'all. And that's the story, as MOESHA, Hakeem, and Kim never saw Devon again. And he hears the story and is like,
is that it? Please.
Lame. They're like, what? Like, so they're like, yo, we don't know what happened to dude. And they're like, lame. It's lame. Man, that little kid ain't worried about y'all, right? So eventually, Hakeem, Kim, and MOESHA get over it as Nisi gives them peace of mind.
My burden's been lifted. It's a new day. Hallelujah.
Meanwhile, the next day, we have Frank who gets hockey tickets, which I'm like, where they do that at? Where they do that at? A black family going to a hockey game? Impossible. Things are happening every day. Talk about impossible. But Frank, D, and Miles are hype about going to the hockey game that night. Invite MOESHA to where she says, that's a no for me, dog. Even invite Hakeem, who's like,
nah.
So now we're on to MOESHA, Hakeem, Niecy, and Kim, who are at the den. And some weird things are starting to happen to the crew to where Hakeem discovers a dead rat in his room. To where I'm like, ew, nigga, like clean your room, nigga. That was my first thought. But then Kim had a great line to where she's like, oh, did you name him like the others? I'm like, yo, this is the Kim I love, bruh. Side note, there's a video on my channel called How the Parkers Ruined Kim Parker. Probably my most popular video of my channel thus far. And because a lot of people feel me when I say the Parkers ruined Kim Parker, because the Kim we see right here, nigga, right here, nigga, right here, nigga, is not the Kim that we have in the Parkers. So now weird things are happening to the crew to where Hakeem has a dead rat in his room. Kim gets a beeped, which tell me it's the 90s without telling me it's the 90s. Kim gets beeped to where she gets a message, I know what you did in 3rd grade, and now it's getting real, y'all. It's getting real. And Niecy's still trying to play it off like, man, it ain't that serious. It's all coincidental. But then the final blow, the KO, MOESHA gets a letter saying,
I know what you did in 3rd grade.
and now, by this particular time, oh, it's real. It's damn real. So now they're like, yo, MOESHA telling the people, yo, we gotta sit together, y'all. We can't split up. We gotta sit together because this psycho on the loose. You feel me? So let's go back to the old saying we had back in the day. And Kim automatically pops up and is like, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Yo, that's Kim. That's our baby Kim.
Not that. Oh, my bad, the other one. All for one and one for all.
And Niecy pops up like, and y'all all crazy. Yo, Niecy was the MVP of this goddamn episode, I'm telling y'all. So now, MOESHA's at home all alone. You were not alone, I'm here with you. So she's home alone, shout out to Macaulay Culkin. And it's getting real spooky. It's thundering, it's raining outside. Then everybody's worst nightmare, the power goes out. And now MOESHA's panicking. She's like, oh my God. And then somebody rings the doorbell and MOESHA's like, this can't be life. There's gotta be more. It can't be us. But yeah, she's like, oh my God, what's going on? She goes to the door. She knows better than to open the door though. And she opens the shades to the window and sees his silhouette of this big dude in the rain. And MOESHA's like, oh, hell no. Runs to the kitchen to the back door. And I can only imagine that guy was probably singing,
and you can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain.
So we get back to MOESHA, running to the back door, grabbing the broomstick like, yo, if you gonna come in here, you're gonna get your ass whooped. You know what I mean? But to come find out is actually Kim, Hakeem, and Niecy at the back door. So she lets them in, and then the alarm goes off, spooks them again. But then she eventually, MOESHA gets the alarm to go off. The lights come back on, and everything seems to be cool. But MOESHA's like, so why y'all here? Like, what y'all doing here? And Kim was like, well, Hakeem was supposed to walk me and Niecy home, but he got so spooked that we had to walk him back home. That had me out. Like, I was out. And Hakeem was like, what would you finna do, Mo? Sweep him to death? Yo. However, it appears that someone is at the front door again, to where Hakeem takes the lead on this one. And before he goes to the front door, he tells Mo, hey, let me get that broomstick real quick. Let me see what that broomstick talking about. So now Hakeem's going towards the front door. MOESHA, Niecy, and Kim follow his lead. And he just simply goes, who's out there? Who's out there? And Mo with the funny line, don't you just feel safe when he's around? So they go to open the front door, and there's a note on the front door to where it says, I'll be back, Moesha, Devon. Now they're really done. They're like, oh my God, yo, it's over for us. Niecy not even having it no more. At this point, they're like, I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. Yeah, Niecy not having it no more. Moesha's like, what happened to one for all for one? She's like, forget all that. I'm out in 2000. And then as they open the door, pops up a security lady that appears to have answered the alarm that went off when Moesha let Niecy, Hakeem, and Kim in. To where she's talking to Moesha like, yeah, Moesha, just answering the call, da-da-da-da. And Moesha's like, thank you. Wait a minute, how you know my name? And security lady is like, I'm security, Moesha. I know everything. Ain't that right, Kim, Hakeem? I don't know who you is. Pointing to Niecy. Niecy's like, I thought you knew everything. Yo, Niecy is a goddamn MVP of this episode. So the security lady says she's gonna search the rest of the perimeter to make sure everything is all clear. And as she goes to the kitchen, she has the bruh man bop in the walk to where Kim was like, might need to get new shoes, girl. What's wrong with you? But Hakeem, Moesha, and Niecy put two and two together like, she probably has a winning leg. Kim's like, oh. So then the security lady goes upstairs to check the perimeter as well, and everything seems to be fine. But wait, there's more. Who pops out of the kitchen out of nowhere like a deadbeat dad or a crazy ex? Devon. And now Niecy, Kim, Moesha, Hakeem is like, oh, Lord, help me, please, Lord, help me, please. And so now Devon goes into his coat. They all go for cover. Devon pulls out a note saying that he forgives Moesha, Hakeem, and Kim, and that he holds no grudge over them, even though he did have a voodoo doll for all three of them on some New Orleans shit. But he forgives them, and they're all good. And Moesha, Kim, and Hakeem, Niecy's like, oh, thank God. Thought you was about to kill us. And Devon's like, no, I'm good. Now, Miss LeCount, I can't speak for her, because from the prank, she actually fell on a rusty nail, which she had to amputate her leg and get a wooden one, which she was supposed to be a promising ballerina, which Niecy, being the MVP again, is like, y'all did what? Y'all took out one of my peeps? Y'all took out one of my peeps? And she's supposed to be Niecy supposed to be a girl of the fine arts. So now it's just like, yeah, I don't know what happened to her. I think she is now in security. And they're like, what? And it pops up security lady going to choke Moesha. Moesha's like, Lord, help me, Lord. And as she's waking up, she sees Miles, who has the Jason mask, and it appears to be all a dream. And now Moesha is relieved, the family is back home, and everything is all's well that ends well. As the episode ends, just like every Moesha episode, with Moesha writing in her diary, eventually finding out that the culprit of these pranks was Miles. So the beeper and the letter and the dead rat was all Miles doing, because he's a pesky little kid. And this is why we keep sending him to his room. And that is I Know What You Did in 3rd grade. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is a great way to give homage to I Know What You Did Last, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which is a movie that Brandy is in. And in my mind, the movie came out that summer. Not knowing that I Still Know What You Did Last Summer came out that week. So they actually were doing a parody of a movie that was going to come out that weekend, which Brandy is starring in. I'm like, bruh, great marketing. Like, bravo, great marketing, bruh. So yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes, and not my favorite episode of Moesha. But let me know what your favorite Moesha episodes are and what your favorite season is, which for me is probably maybe season, I want to say season 3 is when Moesha just starts getting buck wild. Like season 3, season 4 maybe. But even though I love season 2, because season You know what? I might have to go season 2 for real. Yeah, I might have to go season 2. Might be my favorite season of all the MOESHA seasons. But with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, share all things are the things. Why? Because I'm black, y'all. Because I'm black, y'all. Because I'm black and I'm black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm yo, because I'm black and I'm back.